Welcome to the Cryptonomatron, guys. Thanks for joining me again today. This is week 3 in my 5-figure moon challenge, where I attempt to turn $570 or 1 Ethereum into 5 figures in US dollar terms. So what have we done this week? Well, let's take a look. But if this is your first time watching the channel and you want to know more about cryptocurrencies, ICOs, masternodes, that type of stuff, then you've got to click on that subscribe button and click on that bell notification icon, and you'll get notified as soon as I upload new content and as soon as I go live. Okay, thanks for doing that, guys. Let's take a look how we got on last week in my 5-figure moon challenge. So let's have a quick recap of what we did a week ago. This video is a couple of days late, but I've been busy, so apologies for that. But this was about 10 days ago or so we made a few of these trades. We did quite a lot of trading last week. Fabric token we got rid of at a very small profit. XDAC we got rid of again at a very small profit. We didn't really capitalize on either of those, and that was a bit disappointing. But again, my own fault. As I said, don't follow me. I'm not a trader, guys. You know, this is just a bit of fun. We did buy some BigBom, because it was under half or under 50% of ICO price, so it looked like a bargain to me. And we bought some Quark chain as well, which was probably our biggest and best trade to date. So last week we ended up holding the BigBom, 20,175 BBO tokens and 2,886 Quark chain tokens as well. The US dollar value of our assets was over $1,000, which was very nice indeed. And the price of Ethereum at that point was around $606. So our gains from week 1 through to week 2 were $441.37. A very, very good week we had indeed. And as I mentioned in the week 2 video, I was contemplating flipping Quark chain, and that's exactly what I did. And in fact, it was the only trade that I made last week, because as soon as I sold Quark chain, the markets took a bit of a dip and there wasn't really anything that I could guarantee was going to make us any money. So I elected to sell the Quark chain at a reasonable profit. We in fact made about 0.6 of an ether on that, I believe. So we came away with selling the 2,881 Quark chain at 1.124 ether, which was a good profit indeed. Now, I did actually transfer the Quark chain out of my IDEX wallet back into my MetaMask in preparation of Binance launching Quark chain markets on their exchange. Now, they stalled, they didn't, because apparently only 3.9% of the Quark chain tokens were actually trading, causing big swings in volatility. And of course, we took advantage of that. And they elected not to launch the markets on that day. So instead of hanging on to the Quark chain, which I knew would result in us actually not capitalizing on the profits, I sent it back to IDEX and sold it. So there we are, we were in profit again. And our holdings now at the end of week 3 are as follows. We still have the BigBom. We haven't done anything with that. It's actually still currently around the same price, about 50% of ICO price, which is an absolute bargain still. But there's been a bit of skullduggery going on with BigBom, in that one of their biggest investors is just absolutely dumping the tokens. So the team are probably telling us a bit of porky pies there, because you know, there's no way anybody could have made profits selling at 50% of ICO price unless they got massive, massive bonuses. And I think that's what's happened. And I did warn in my ICO review of BigBom that private sale buyers got big discounts and they may dump on the exchanges, and that looks like what's happened. And the team have been trying to fan the flames, saying they will buy back X amount of BigBom tokens at ICO price, but I haven't seen any evidence of that so far. I'd have to investigate further. But anyway, that announcement has not really caused any increase in the price at all. So BigBom's still pretty much where it was when we bought it. So we'll wait for a pump on that, and my fingers on the trigger to dump it when it actually makes us something. We had a little bit of Ethereum left over after I elected to put 1 ether into the DREP pre-sale. Now, the DREP pre-sale I applied to go into anyway, and I thought, you know what, it looks like quite a good gainer. It looks like a very solid project, and it'll be our first ICO for this moon challenge, so why not? I stuck 1 Ethereum into it along with the other funds that I put in. So we've got 20,175 BigBom left, 0.124 of an Ethereum, and 1 Ethereum currently spinning in an ICO, and that gives us a total US dollar value of our assets at $290.27, with the price of Ether at the moment $496. So our gains and losses from last week, well, we've actually lost $721.10. And the reason for that is because I've put that one Ethereum into DREP pre-sale for the project, which I believe could be quite successful and quite lucrative. So it looks really bad, but in fact we've still got the BigBom, which I think's going to be promising going forward. It will make us something, I think, and we've still got a little dribble of Ethereum, which we'll play around with on IDEX, see if we can capitalize on that. And then we've got a more long-term play in the DREP pre-sale, so we'll wait till that hits exchanges. It could be some time, but again, that's a longer term. So there we are. We've made a little bit of a loss this week, but again, that's because I've gone into the DREP pre-sale and because the markets are tanking. Ethereum's lost over $100 since I last filmed. So we just got to wait and see what happens with the markets. Hopefully we get a little bit of an uptick again. The aim is to make it into 5 figures in US dollar terms here, guys, and I think we will do that. Don't know how long it's going to take, but again, I'm trying not just to lose everything and get liquidated. Otherwise, I'll have no content to put in the videos for you, so it'd be a bit stupid. Right, so as usual, thanks for watching. This is not financial advice, just entertainment purposes. Please don't follow these trades, guys, because you probably will end up getting wrecked. And always do your own research, always do your own due diligence, and bear in mind cryptocurrency is very risky. And another thing as well, never invest more than you can afford to lose. So there we go. Right, okay, I'm gonna have a coffee, try to get over my hangover, and start filming my next ICO review video, which is a very interesting project indeed, so please stay tuned for that.